Hi, Meg here from I Teach Stamping, and today we're going to be making a card using the Mixed Bunch stamp set from Stampin' Up. This idea is based on an idea that I did at a Stamping Up event a couple months ago, but I really wanted to tweak it and make it my own, and so today's the day I finally get to do that. Alright, so we're going to do our stamping first. I've got a piece of Whisper White that's going to be 3 1/4 by 2 inches, and I'm going to use the Blossom stamp in Daffodil Delight ink. And I'm going to stamp it just several times on here. Let it overlap, that's fine. And then I'm going to do one on a piece of Whisper White that's 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I'm just going to do one there, another one here, kind of one going off the side. Next, I've got a 1 inch long or 1 inch tall strip of Rich Razzleberry. I've got it really long. I won't need the whole length, but just in case I mess up on what I'm going to do, I kept it extra long. So I've got Rich Razzleberry ink and the center of a flower from the Mixed Bunch stamp set. Just kind of want to go and fill this in. Okay, then I've got another center from the same Mixed Bunch stamp set, and I've got a piece of Old Olive that's going to be 2 1/4 by 2 inches, and Old Olive ink, and I'm just going to kind of stamp this one all over. Okay, then we're all done with our stamping. So let's go ahead and get part of our card put together. So I've got a piece of Daffodil Delight that's going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and it's going to go on the inside of my card. And the base for my card is going to be Whisper White, 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. Then I'm going to take the one where we stamped the cute little flower at the bottom and put it right to the inside. And so that's going to be the inside for our card. Then for the front, I've got another piece of Daffodil Delight, 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I ran it through the Big Shot using the Perfect Polka Dots embossing folder. And the reason I used the polka dots is because you've got all these great polka dots on this stamp right here. And, well, also because I love it. So I'm going to put this right on the front of the card. And then I'm going to layer the Old Olive with that Whisper White. It's going to overlap by about 3/8 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. It doesn't have to be exact, but that way I've got those two pieces ready to go. Now we're ready to do our punching. And see, actually looking at it, I'm going to make it even shorter right now. Let's see here. I'm going to leave about 1 1/4 of that Old Olive. So now we're going to turn to that Rich Razzleberry. I went ahead and cut it down because I didn't need the whole length of it. Alright, so I'm going to take my scallop border punch, and I'm just going to start, and I like to start mine a little bit different. I'm going to put it right to the edge of a scallop where I can really see that edge. And then I use my punches upside down still. I know some people don't, but I do. And let's get this other side done. Okay, then, we don't even need this end because I made it extra long. Then we're going to go back to where we started with the punch right side up. We're going to turn it, and this is why you want to start with that scallop to the edge. Now I'm going to put that same piece in the middle of a scallop and punch. Then I'm going to work my way out again. That's nice and lined up. There we go. For some reason it did not want to line up for me today. And then that's going to give me that great rick-rack look with these punches. I love, love, love doing this technique. Okay, let me get my mess cleaned up. Now I've got a piece of Whisper White, and I'm just going to use the Blossom punch and punch out 2 flowers. Okay. Then you're going to take your paper snips and you're going to cut into the middle where all those, where the points are in each petal. That's what I was trying to say. So I'm going to do this for both flowers. Then you want to take your flowers and just kind of curl up the edges on them, kind of make them a little bit more poofy. And this one over here. And then I'm going to layer these one on top of the other, and I'm going to offset them. Then I put dimensionals on the back side of here. I'm just going to put it into the card, leaving about the same amount of border all the way around. Now when I cut this down, I don't think I told you, I made it 3 1/4 inches long, and I put adhesive on it, and I'm just going to cover up where that seam is and put it right to the edge of that Daffodil Delight. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my flowers onto the center of my card. Now of course we're not done yet. I'm going to take the Triple Blossom Punch and a scratch piece of Daffodil Delight, just an extra piece I have laying around. And I want to make sure that I've got it slid all the way over to the right hand side. And then punch, and make sure you're punching all the way until your little pieces in here pop up. Okay, that's going to give you this cutie patootie little flower here. I'm going to use a glue dot and put it in the center of this flower, and then I'm going to take another glue dot with the Bride's buttons, and I've got a Rich Razzleberry button. Just pick that up and drop it into the center. But of course we're still not done. I'm going to take another mini glue dot. I'm going to kind of fold it over and fold it over again and forth, and I'm going to put it right into the center of my button. I'm just going to attach this little white bow that I tied out of Whisper White Banker's twine. And then there you have your cute little card. And like I said, I took it from this card here that was very simple and kind of did it my way. And then we've got the matching inside right there with these great little flowers. This is just such a springy card to me. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video tutorial, taking you through a card where you're learning how to use the punch in a little bit different way, adding more punches, hopefully learning to learn how to use the scallop border punch in a different way, all to make a fun little card. To learn more about rubber stamping for card making and scrapbooking, be sure to visit www.iteachstamping.com. And remember, I don't just sell rubber stamps, I teach you how to use them. Have a great day.